Thank you for welcoming me onto your headphones. I'm Eddie, and I'm by myself, reviewing Love Guaranteed, and this is the rollback. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations, you get me, all to yourselves, 2 weeks in a row. Twice, dose. Jesus Christ, my cohorts are busy. Now, this week I have the unfortunate responsibility of reviewing the Netflix original film, Love Guaranteed. And that's not really fair, but in my defense, I expect more from Damian Wayans Jr., but I'll get into that momentarily. Now, Love Guaranteed, basic synopsis is Susan Whittaker is a struggling but well-meaning lawyer who has a conscience. Nick Evans is I believe, a sports, like a physical therapist, and he wants to sue the website Love Guaranteed because he argues there's a loophole that states that you must go, they basically guarantee love, but you have to go on at least 1,000 dates. He's about to hit his 1,000th date, and he wants to sue them because, they're lying, oh, you can't guarantee love or whatever. In the end, we find out that he just wants the money to be able to help, people who cannot afford physical therapy. That's the whole meaning for the lawsuit. And along the way, these two bond and fall in love and whatnot. They end up watching, I think, the last few minutes of Fugitive because she could never watch it. She's corny and kind of goofy, but I guess in a not a bad way. I'll give her that, Ms. Whittaker. And this film just follows their relationship all the way from the beginning to the end, where they have a court case. And again, I'll get into that in a minute. So Netflix, as of late, has been producing a lot of original content. Some is great. Some is genuinely great. Some of it really isn't. And this falls into the isn't category in my book. So I understand, this film is not meant to be a world beater. It's not an Endgame. It's not a Skyfall. It's not trying to be the end all be all greatest romantic comedy of all time. It's just a, romantic comedy that people want to enjoy. And this is just very meh. Here's the thing. This film feels like a Hallmark movie, which, funny enough, I actually just did a little bit of research right before I started to record. Funny enough, Rachel Cook, the girl who actually plays Susan Whittaker, sure enough, she's actually starring quite a few Hallmark movies, which explains a lot. She knows what she's doing. She knows how this goes. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with enjoying, a B or C, romantic comedy Hallmark movie. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I guess I had higher expectations for the movie considering, Damian Wayans was in it. Damian Wayans Jr., mind you. But Damian Wayans is genuinely an amazing comedy actor. Watch Let's Be Cops. Go watch him in New Girl, and he is amazing in it. Genuinely, he's great in it. And it's kind of not infuriating, but it's a little frustrating when you know how great an actor can be when they're given the right part, or more or less when they're given the right actors to play off of. The chemistry between Whittaker and Evans, or I guess Wayans and Cook, is virtually non-existent here. Like, they get along fine, they're fine, but you still get the feeling that it's like his performance has to be phoned in because it doesn't feel like a very good chemistry. It doesn't feel like there's a good relationship there beneath the surface. Now, like I said, not every single, actor and actress have to date in order for the relationship to be, realistic or whatnot. But it's not impossible to fake a relationship. But these two, it's very cut and dry. Again, it's very clear cut to the bone. It's not that impressive. And again, I'm not trying to bomb these two. They seem like fine human beings, but that's the problem. They're fine. Honestly, this film, I don't want to say it was a disappointment because I didn't go into it with very high expectations, but it's kind of there. It feels like it's filler. It feels like Netflix has a quota of 3 original movies that they need to produce every month, and this felt like one of them. The film was actually produced by Cook, but it was actually directed by Mark Steven Johnson, which has one of the weirdest filmographies I've ever seen. He directed Simon Birch, which I guess is a good starting point. And then get this. He directed Daredevil. Okay. Ghost Rider. When in Rome, Killing Season, okay. Finding Steve McQueen, which again, what the hell? And then this. Like, this guy's filmography is all over the place. I really don't understand why. But why? Why Mark Steve Johnson? I feel like more could have been done. Like, this film just it exists, and again, it feels like a Hallmark film made by Netflix, which that's what you want. By all means, do so. Would I recommend this film? It's fine background noise. It's harmless. Don't go into it with high expectations, and it'll be fine. As far as the ending of the film, it's pretty cookie cutter and pretty straightforward. They end up losing the case because, yes, Susan and Nick are in love, and the CEO of Love Guaranteed, who's actually been kind of trying to intimidate them, but not really, ends up, their love affects her. She's like, okay, I'm going to give you guys, $500,000 to do with as you please, and I'm going to, change the thing, whatever. Basically, they lose the case, but win the war, if that makes sense. Tamara Taylor, played by Heather Graham, is your... it's funny. It's the automatic new antagonist in a Mark Zuckerberg, CEO, jerk from Silicon Valley kind of way. That's who she is, basically. Kind of funny. She plays it pretty well for the few parts that she's in it. I kind of wish this film had gone in a different direction, but it is what it is. This film is fine. It's harmless. I can tell you right now, I'll never watch it again. No offense, Miss Cook. And again, Damian Wayans, please do something else funnier. Make another Let's Be Cops. That movie was genuinely funny. Go do something better. So for my final grade for this film, I'm going to give it a D-. Again, this film is not harmful. It's just not very, very good and not memorable at all. Maybe they'll make a part 2. I didn't think The Kissing Booth was that good, but apparently it was so popular that they're going to make it into its own series. So there's that. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to make a sequel to this. God, I hope not. Anyway, next week, hopefully, we'll be bringing you a 2-man review, at least. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I think we're probably going to do Dragon Ball Super Broly. We'll see about that. If you're listening to us on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're listening to us on any kind of podcast, please subscribe. We'd greatly appreciate it. I've been Eddie, reviewing Love Guaranteed, and this was The Rollback.